My name is Brett Butler. I'm the head coach for the men's volleyball team here at Holland College, and we just finished my third season as head coach. Holland College is a really special place to come be a student athlete. There's a really strong community between all the teams. A lot of times you'll see football players in the gym attending basketball and volleyball games, and then you'll see basketball and volleyball players at soccer games, at football games, so there's a really strong community there. Sports specific, we have a lot of great coaches. Our athletic department is top tier, and we put a lot of pride in the product we put on the court or on the field. So for a student athlete coming out of high school or maybe switching schools, Holland College is a great choice just from a quality standpoint, but also the culture here. Winning matters, but becoming a good teammate and being a good citizen after the sport ends is just as important. Yeah, we do a lot of team building at the start of the year. So after our team is selected, we have about a month and a half preseason. So we balance in-gym, training aspects of the preseason, but we also put a lot of emphasis on creating that closeness, building the trust between players, making sure everyone's involved and buying into that culture. Yeah, so at Holland we have a lot of great facilities. I guess the one you'll see the most is the MCCE. It's where our gym is, our yoga studio that we take a lot of advantage of, the maroon room we use for film, and the classroom, I guess. So MCCE is a huge one. We also take advantage of the High Performance Center, which is in the Charlottetown center of the Prince of Wales campus. So we do our team workouts there. The kinesiology program helps us out a lot with programming and making sure we're using the right technique down there. So it's great to have everything so close. Everything's within a 2-minute walk of each other. Lots in the same building, and I know all the programs use them. Yeah, so 1 to 2 year programs at Holland. From a team standpoint, it means a lot of turnover year to year. So we have a lot of young people coming in, contributing right away, making a difference in those 1 and 2 years. While you're here at Holland, we'd love to see you stick around for longer, but sometimes you utilize that 2 and 2 to go to another school, maybe out of province. There is the option now to stay at UPEI if your course sort of lines up. I know business administration is a big one there, so you can take 2 years at Holland, go to UPEI to continue that degree, and continue to play for the Hurricanes if you choose to. So that's a really nice addition to our academic offerings, but we still see a lot of people go to Acadia and X and UMB, our other partner schools, and even further away than that. So it's really nice to see people come and go, but also come and stick around in some cases. So we talk a lot about foundational parts of our culture, so we call them cornerstones or pillars. This year we had 5. I'm thinking we can combine it down to 4 next year. So team first attitude is the first thing. And then after that we go with communication, effective communication. And then we talk about being a good competitor, loving the challenge of a stronger opponent. And then we also talk about a growth mindset. So we want to be a good teammate, we want to push ourselves, we want to be there for each other. Communicating is super important, and all those things translate to being a good part of a community after the sport ends or after your playing career ends. So whether that's the workplace or as a coach or as an administrator, wherever. Yeah, so our league overall has improved, I think, quite a bit since my playing career ended in 2019. Back then it was 4 teams, 3 were competitive, but if we're being honest, it was usually 2 that were competitive. Now we see a 6-team league with all 6 teams getting wins. Every week you can count on something crazy to happen. So a 1 seed might lose to a 5 seed, where about a decade ago that would never happen. So the level of play has increased across the board, and we just saw University of St. Anne do really well at nationals, so that's nice to sort of see the teams we're playing against compete against the best in the country. We would have loved to be there, obviously, but falling short we know we could beat St. Anne, and we saw St. Anne beat some of the best teams in the country. So there's no moral victories, but it's a bit of a silver lining for it. Yeah, so our goals, we try not to put them too much on the outcome. Obviously, we go in, we try to win every match, every point we try and win. We know that's impossible. So we try to find things along the way that are tangible and we can accomplish. Things like making sure everyone passes all their classes, making sure everyone gets to every morning workout, making sure guys are taped and warmed up before practice starts. We're communicating if something comes up where we're going to be late. So all those little goals build that trust when we're able to do it over and over again. And then we also encourage the players to have some individual goals, short-term, medium, long-term. So whether that means improving your serve, becoming a better teammate by giving pointers while you're out of a drill, or anything. Goals are super important, but they need to be process-based, not necessarily outcome-based. Playoffs are always big. We want to make noise at nationals, but if we do the things along the way, we think if we count the pennies, the dollars will add up.